Sumant P. Raman, do you see politics as the DMK is saying that this is before, this is a run-up to 2024, or do you believe that there is enough evidence for Senthil Balaji to be prosecuted and made an example of?
Rajdeep, first of all, is there enough evidence? In my opinion, yes. For the simple reason, this is a very bizarre case where the parties went to the High Court and actually said, we have worked out a compromise and the money has been returned. And the court said, great, it's okay, now that the money has been returned, we can withdraw the case. And, basically threw out a lot of the cases at that point of time. Fortunately, the Supreme Court came down very heavily on that judgment of the Madras High Court and then said that the investigation could continue. So this is a very, very strange case where on record, the parties have accepted money having changed hands and money having been returned later. I think somewhere in 2018 or 19, the money was returned.
Are you surprised with the timing? Are you surprised that cases where complaints are filed from 2015 to 17, suddenly in 2023, it appears the ED wakes up to it?
No, Radeep, I don't think this is purely about the 2015 case alone. The arrest may have been pertaining to that, but already there are reports, and I saw another channel was reporting about a 3.75 acre property which he was building in his native place, and where there's a suspicion that there was a 20 crore money laundering which may have occurred there. So I don't know. There have been IT raids on his brother, on a lot of his close accomplices a few weeks ago, followed by the ED raid yesterday.
Right.
So clearly, I don't think that the only thing they are looking at is this 2015 job scam. Mind you, the raid in the Secretariat was on his present room, not on the chamber which he occupied when he was a minister in 2015 or 16. It was on a present room which he has been occupying only recently. So what could they have expected to find there?
Yeah, but you see, the question is that from 2015 to 18, he was with the AIDMK. At that time, the BJP and the AIDMK was in alliance. Now he switches to the BJP, which is in alliance with the Congress. So questions are being raised. But I want to understand from you, Swaroop, do you see anything wrong as an advocate at the Madras High Court in the way the ED has acted? Is it in some way any violation of procedure that you see?
The manner of arrest is definitely, I mean, I don't think he should have been arrested in the manner that he was arrested in. In the middle of the night, an 18-hour interrogation for a case that started in 2015 and a case in which the ED became involved only in 2021 after he became DMK MLA. Before that, the ED was not even involved in this. So the whole thing seems like the ED is being controlled by some political forces. And I don't think this is something new or something unexpected in India. We've been seeing this for almost as long as the ED has been there. I'm not saying this political party or that, but we've always seen this with the ED. And the ED, especially in the last few years, has been acting definitely through some political forces. And I would just want to flag one thing, that at some level, a couple of the orders of the Supreme Court recently are to blame for where the ED is going. Because, if you ask 4 different criminal lawyers on what money laundering is, they will not be able to give you a clear answer on what it is, because nobody is very sure of what
and particularly after the Supreme Court order, which effectively gave the ED police powers and presumes that you are guilty until you are proven innocent. So reverses the presumption of law. It becomes easier for the ED to act against that. So Vinod Selvam, the worry is that, while he was with the AIDMK, Senthil Balaji, why didn't the BJP make a noise? You make a noise. At MK Stalin was DMK leader and attacked Senthil Balaji for being corrupt when he was in AIDMK. But the BJP also, when the BJP was in partnership with the AIDMK, you didn't see the scam. The point is, where you stand seems to depend on where you sit. Suddenly he becomes corrupt for you.
Rajdeep. No, Rajdeep, the alliance between the AIDMK and the BJP only got signed only in the year 2019. Senthil Balaji quit AIDMK in the year 2016 and joined the party which was being run by TTV Dinakaran. So it was not a question of whether AIDMK or DMK or any of it. A corrupt person, a corrupt man who people have been voted by mistake has to face the punishment, has to face the law, and that is what the BJP is doing. Let it be the leaders of Aam Aadmi, let it be leaders of TMC, let it be leaders of BRS. Whoever it is, whoever has done wrong, whoever has been corrupt, whoever has swindled the people's money, they're all facing the music of the law, and that is what has been happening under the BJP's watch.
Okay.
Today, just because Senthil Balaji quit ADMK and went to DMK, it is not a holy temple where all his sins get washed away and he is a new man and then everything is clean. That is what the DMK wants the people to believe. Nowhere so far has any spokesperson of DMK come out and said Senthil Balaji has done no wrong. They are only trying to pick on the procedure of arrest, but no one has ever come out and said he has not done wrong. No one is going to give him a clean sheet. Not one person, not one
Point
politician
taken. I
from
presume
across the
Manoj
country has
Sundaram,
been
you're
able
not
to give
giving him
a
a
clean
clean
sheet to
sheet.
Senthil Balaji.
Manoj
No,
Sundaram, you're not
I'm-
giving
I'm-
him a clean sheet.
I've not been appointed as a court of law to do so. So even if I did, I don't think it would carry any weight, not only on this discussion anywhere else. But the point that I want to make, based on your comment about the ED's power, the presumption of guilty until otherwise proven otherwise, and based on what Swaroop has said, is
Yes.
the fact is this: ED has registered over 5,900 complaints, ECIRs. It's the equivalent of an FIR. It has filed 1,142 complaints in different courts across the country. Can you guess the number of total convictions in 20 odd years the ED has been around since the PMLA Act 2002? 24 convictions. It is a agency used only to harass, threaten, intimidate, and please keep this in mind. June 23rd, there is an opposition party meeting in Patna. The pushback against Senthil Balaji is twofold. One, nationally, they don't want opposition parties to come along. They want to weaken the DMK as such. And secondly, Annamalai, the BJP president, and Balaji belong to the same constituency, the Karur district. And this is a internal district-wise problem, a political...
Interesting political spin that you're giving, that this is ahead of the opposition meeting to somehow or the other browbeat or intimidate the opposition. Final word, Sumant Raman. Do you agree with that? Reading that in some way this is designed to frighten the opposition. The fact is 95% of the ED cases since 2015 have been involving opposition leaders. Is this another part of that intimidation of the opposition using the ED?
Oh yes. I mean, I don't see any doubt at all that most of these cases have been on the opposition leaders. And Vinod mentioned that the DMK is not a place where people can get purified. It is not the BJP. Once people go to the BJP, they get purified. And there is a long list of people against whom the BJP has brought charges of corruption, starting with the likes of a Hemanta Biswa Sarma or a Narayan Rane, who have all been purified subsequent to their joining the BJP. So, in that sense, what Vinod Selvam says is right. Joining the DMK does not purify you. Joining the BJP does. And perhaps Senthil Balaji may still go down that route. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see.